Tonight's top stories on PNN. A major political power in Congress is stepping down. A mother decides it's all right to tattoo her child. Information is revealed about a high school boy who died just days before he graduated. And Rob Ford is at it again. These stories and more coming up on PNN 5 at 5.
From the School of Communication Studio at East Carolina University, this is Pirate News Network.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Batista. Welcome to the PNN 5 at 5. Vanquished at the polls in a primary upset, Congressman Eric Cantor says he will step down as House Majority Leader. And as Athena Jones reports, that's triggering a scramble among conservatives to replace him.
While I intend to serve out my term as a member of Congress from the 7th District of Virginia, effective July 31st, I will be stepping down as Majority Leader.
The stunning defeat of Majority Leader Eric Cantor has left the GOP reeling.
I'm like everybody else, I was shocked.
We're all heartbroken, and he's heartbroken.
The number 2 Republican in the House lost to Dave Bratt, a Tea Party-backed economics professor who painted the 7-term congressman as out of touch and pro-immigration reform.
You're not
Will you tell us something at 4 o'clock?
After dodging reporters' questions for hours, House Speaker John Boehner shared this praise for his good friend.
He's been a very good leader for our party.
Democrats said Cantor's defeat was another sign of sharp divisions within the GOP.
I think we have seen on display over the last 3 years a party that is deeply divided and dysfunctional. I think that last night was an evidence of that.
Bratt is the latest Tea Party candidate to defeat a so-called mainstream Republican. Tea Party darling Ted Cruz beat Texas establishment-backed Lieutenant Governor David Dewhurst in a primary in 2012 and went on to win. Senator Cruz said Cantor's loss shows voters are frustrated with Washington.
It is the power of the people to remind every elected official that we work for the American people and not the other way around.
Just hours after Cantor's defeat, the jockeying to replace him is in full swing. Number 3 Republican, Kevin McCarthy, the House Majority Whip, is just one of several lawmakers eyeing the number 2 post.
If my dear friend and colleague Kevin McCarthy does decide to run, I think he'd make an outstanding Majority Leader, and I will be backing him with my full support.
The conservatives are still narrowing down possible replacements for Cantor. Names that have popped up are GOP whip Kevin McCarthy from California, Rules Committee Chairman Pete Sessions from Texas, and a possible dark horse representative Peter King from New York. A North Carolina mother is facing charges for putting a heart-shaped tattoo on her 12-year-old daughter's arm. According to a report with the Rowan County Sheriff's Office, Social Services was tipped off to the tattoo. The agency then reported it to the authorities. 29-year-old Anna Yates was charged last week with tattooing a person under 18. She says she has the right to tattoo
I feel like
her child.
It's unfair because that's my daughter, you know, and there's other kids out here with tattoos and piercings, and their parents have signed for them. They had parental consent. I was a parent. I give consent for it, and I give it to my daughter.
Yates is expected to appear in court later this month on the misdemeanor charge. Gaston County authorities have released the name of a teen who drowned in Mountain Island Lake just days before high school graduation. Police say 19-year-old Jaquez DeAndre Hunter Cathy drowned when he and several other students had gone to the lake Tuesday to celebrate the last day of school. Authorities say the group got access to the lake near the Mount Holly water treatment plant in an area that is not open for swimming. Hunter Cathy was just 4 days from graduating East Gaston High School. Officials said Hunter Cathy jumped into the water and did not come back up. Investigators said his friends waited too long to call for help. This week is going to have its moments of nice weather. Let's take a look with Chastity Ridley for more.
Thanks, Rochelle. Let's take a look at this week and weekend's weather forecast. For Tuesday and Wednesday, there will be a high in the 90s, but there will be scattered showers throughout Tuesday through Saturday. So make sure you keep your umbrellas with you, but do not cancel your plans just yet because the sun will be shining through those clouds. But let's make sure you stay dry, but also stay cool. Back to you, Rochelle.
Thanks, Chastity. Just when you thought you'd had enough of Toronto's zany mayor, there's an open casting call in Toronto Monday for the lead part in Rob Ford the Musical, The Birth of a Ford Nation. Those auditioning are asked to perform a 1-minute comedic monologue and a song. and no resemblance to Ford is required. Ford made international headlines when he admitted last fall he had smoked crack cocaine, probably in one of his drunken stupors. He's taking a leave of absence as mayor, has checked into rehab, but still plans to run for a second term in office. The musical promises to lampoon everyone and anyone involved in the mayoral chaos. It is scheduled to open in Toronto on September 16th. Tonight at 6, the U.S. men's national soccer team faces off against Ghana in their first game of the World Cup. The U.S. is in what's considered the group of death, so they're going to need a win early on to have a chance of making it to the round of 16. They play Portugal Sunday at 6 and Germany on Thursday. Let's go, boys. Thanks for joining us for PNN 5 at 5. I'm Rochelle Batista. Thanks for watching.